Alright, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. As you all know by now, today is Monday, the 16th of March in the year 2020. And as you all know by now, Rankin Technical College has decided to extend the spring break another week based on the coronavirus, everything that's going on in the world, I guess. So what I've decided I'm going to try to do, I am at Rankin this week unless they tell us that we have to leave. In which case I'll continue to make these videos, but I'll make them from home. And what I'd like to do is to start getting everybody into the mindset so that if you do want to work ahead or see what we're going to be doing next, you'll have an idea. Now, my hope, and I haven't finished this yet, I'm not going to lie to you. My hope is that we can extend our resume app that we have been working on and make it into a full-fledged app. It'll look a lot nicer, it'll look a lot more professional, it'll have a lot more content, etc. And the way I've decided to do that is to kind of try to bring together a lot of the stuff that we have been working on during your 2-year tenure here at Rankin Technical College. So to start with, I've started to prepare this thing. This will be an evolving document. By no means is it done. As it says here, if you have not already done so, download Balsamiq Mockups 3. So go to this URL that's right here. And I already have it on my machine, but I'm going to show you what it's going to look like anyway. So you come to right here. Balsamiq wireframes for desktop, for Windows and for Mac. Alright, there's download wireframes for Windows. That's the one that you should want. Alright, I mean you can go here too, but don't do the buy. We have a free version that you're able to use for a while. Alright. Now, what I have done the last 2 years is I have contacted representatives from Balsamiq. They've agreed to give us, meaning you, I guess, free access to their product. And I believe it's like through the end of July of this year. All right. Now, once you download it and you come over here, and I'm just going to go to Balsamiq Mockups 3. It's going to come up and it's going to look like this. I've been working on something. We'll go over that in just a moment. But the point is, if I come through here and I say new project, this is what it's going to look like. So probably at least this is what it's going to look like when you get into Balsamiq for the first time. Now it's probably where it's kind of, it'd be fun. Let's just start clicking on this stuff, double clicking and seeing if it puts it here, which it does. Clicking and dragging and see if it puts it here, which it does. But what I want you to do first, when you get into here, if you've not already downloaded the product, once you've got it downloaded, is to click help and go over to register, which is pretty much in the middle. And you'll get this box that comes up. And it asks you for a license name and a license key. All right, let me jump back into here now. So for the name, you type in Rankin 2019. You'll notice there is a blank space right there. I would suggest, since I'm sending you this document, just copy it to the clipboard and put it in there like I have done. For the license key, make this a little smaller. Don't know what's wrong with this. It worked fine at home, but again, as I put it on a bigger screen here, of course, it's going to look a little bit different. For the license key, again, copy everything directly from here. I'm not going to read that to you, but it starts with EJZZZ and it ends with KDE little zero or little o equal sign. Put all of that in with the license key. That should give you pretty much full access to the product. All right, that's all you have to do to get it on your system. Second, go out to udemy.com. I know I have pushed this site on you before, but I want to show you this, and that is if I just go out to udemy.com, close that, close that. So if I go out to udemy.com and I type in here balsamic mockups 3, you'll notice that amongst the things that come up here is, come on, well, it's not showing here. That's interesting. I'm hoping it's better still be free. Let's just try balsamic mockup. There you go. Wireframing with balsamic mockup by Leon Barnard. 8 lectures. It's an hour of your life. So you click onto here. I've already gone through it a couple times. Notice I've had it for a year and a half. It has not been updated in quite a while. 4.5 years. All right. But it's a good course. It's not a great course, but it's a good course. The voice of the gentleman who does it, easy to understand. The examples are fairly easy to walk through. I'm just going to literally play for you about a few seconds of the beginning of it.
In this lesson, we're going to be going over a very basic overview of balsamic mockups and how to get around in it.
Okay, so that's what you have. Now, if you go, well, I don't want to go through that, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. The idea is that you go through this, and especially section 3, where they actually build an entire site that's mocked up. All right? But again, if you're going to go through it, you're going to go through it. And if you're not going to go through it, you're not going to go through it. Wow, that's so profound. I know that. Now, next, I'm going to be zipping a folder and sending it to you today. And that folder has a lot of stuff in it. Okay? Amongst the stuff that it has in it, and it's called Balsamic 3 Mockup. It has 3 different documents I want you to please go through. The first is called Balsamic Mockups First Project. All right? It's 17 pages long. What you end up building is a site with 4 pages on it. A home page, a product and services page, an about us page, and a contact us page. All right? What I am going to end up doing is this is what I'm doing next, is I'm going to go through this whole thing with you. All right, I'm going to go through this entire thing here with you, and I'm going to build it. All right? Next, after you get done with that, there's another thing I'm sending you that's called creating a mobile application, and it's using Balsamic. All right? And you'll find much of it is very similar, but much of it is different because, as you can see, it's designed to be built for a phone. So my plan is to go through that, all of that also. All right? And again, I'm going to be taping these. The other one I've gone through. This one I found over the weekend. I've read it, but I haven't gone through it yet. So you're going to watch me fumble my way through it as I oftentimes do. All right. After we get done with that, in this folder that I'm sending you is a file called Easy Version Control with Git in Android Studio. I'm going to go through that with you. I'm going to go through all three of those with you. All right? Then the plan is after that, notice I've stopped here. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3. This, I should actually move over a little bit. All right, when I get to here, what my hope is, that I am going to be able to start on the project, and I'm going to create the project. And what is the project again? It is an updated resume app. All right, and we'll go through that. What I'm hoping to do is to start up a project in my GitHub repository. So I'll have Git from the get-go. Okay. Then we'll go through and we'll mock it up using Balsamiq Mockup as far as how that's going to look. Then after that, we'll actually start and get into Android Studio and start to build the project. That's pretty much where I am. I've started to build it. And it's going to have a lot of stuff in there, doing stuff differently than the way we've done it before because it's a bigger project, it's a more inclusive project, etc. So that's my hope. Now, how much of that am I going to get done this week? I don't know. My plan at a minimum is to take today, Monday the 16th, and tomorrow, Tuesday the 17th, to work on this stuff. All right? Then I want to do the same thing. When I say the same thing, I mean I want to go in and I want to create a couple days worth of lectures for my first year class, for the AWD1112 C# programming class. That's the plan. If any of you, hopefully somebody's watching this, but if any of you are wondering what's the plan around here, I talked to my boss, Mr. Corrigan. He's in here. I'm in here. That's the only two people I've seen so far inside of the campus. He has assured me that from what he's heard, other people will be coming. Okay. But right now, as you know, you are off this week, the 16th through the 20th. At the end of this week, Mr. Don Pohl, who's the president of Rankin, is going to get together with whomever he gets together with who makes these kinds of decisions, and they're going to decide whether or not to extend the breakout further. The federal or the state government may come in and say, no, you're just closed, etc. I don't know what's going to happen. But regardless, I plan on continuing to create these lectures. I told Mr. Corrigan this morning it would be possible for me to teach the rest of my classes for the rest of the semester online if we have to go that route. All right? I'll let you know what's going on in all seriousness once I know what's going on. Thanks for listening. So when I come back, I'm going to be going through the Balsamiq Mockups first project. Again, you will be sent this piece of paper as well, or this Word file, even though it will not be complete. So I'm going to put here more to come later. All right? But you will, if you watch, you will see me going through this first project in just a couple minutes. I'm asking you to do this and to save it as firstproject.bmpr, then go through the second one, which is creating a mobile application, and save that as mobileapp.bmpr. All right? When are they due? Yeah, I will grade them, but when are they due, Jeff? All right, I don't know. Let's start, as the saying goes, let's play it by ear and see what's going on by the end of this week. Thanks for listening. I'll be back to go through this document, which I already have here, and I have a hard copy of it. I will be going over it in just a minute. I'm going to be going through it in a very slow and deliberate manner. See you in a couple minutes.